What is up, Destiny nerds? How are you all doing?
What's up?
What's up? Wow. People, if you guys are watching or listening or whatever, that was a very, you don't understand how amazing we are at technology for what just happened. I want to say what's up. What's up, Havoc? What's up? I want to introduce our awesome guest today, which this was a nail biter. I'm going to be honest here, everybody.
Sorry. Didn't mean to make anybody nervous.
So we have one of the funniest, most creative creators I think I've ever seen on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube. I don't know, all the things. The famous D Flawless is here tonight.
Oh, me.
So
What's up, guys?
what is up? Welcome. Thank you. So
Thanks for having me.
we that was you made this. You made
I'm
this.
sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna need to say. I'm gonna need more sorries.
I'm sorry.
It's all good, bro.
I'm so sorry.
It's all good. It's show business, bro.
I thought I had enough time to do something, and then I was like, and then I look at it and it's like 9 o'clock, and I'm like, oh. it just got away from. I'm sorry, but
You're here.
You better have been making one of those funny videos again.
Yeah, you better make a video about this.
all right.
You better
So
make a video about this.
here's what I tell everyone, and I don't just say this as lip service. It's actually the truth. If you don't see me or hear from me, I'm working on something.
Yeah. I figured that was the case. I figured you were editing something.
Again, you better see an Easter egg of this moment. I'm just saying. Something.
So I'm never just chilling, twiddling my thumbs. I'm usually working on something.
Yeah, this guy right here is a grinder. I can tell. But dude, I haven't talked to you like in person yet. We've messaged and I watch you and I interact with you on the internet. But it's super nice.
You still got to get some games in.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Sorry about Friday. We were selling Pokemon cards for too late, and then just
That's cool.
I went to bed after.
Friday
I
wasn't
went by history
wasn't good for me
a little
anyway.
bit since you were doing your thing.
Yeah.
So.
Anyways, also you guys can't see Havoc today if you're watching. He is
doing
in
a
the middle.
little spring cleaning and that the room's a mess because I'm moving my setup to another room. So we started groundbreaking today. So no green screen, no nothing. But they don't want to see me. They want to see you. So let's be real.
They don't want to see me. They want to see our beautiful guest. But anyways, everyone who's listening, thanks for coming. Last week was a crazy episode. We had Clyde on here, and that was so fun.
That was awesome.
It was 2 hours long. Tonight's probably not going to be 2 hours long. It's just to let everybody know. We usually go for
Why?
about
I don't
an hour.
get 2 hours? Okay, I see how it is.
You can have 2
how it
hours.
is.
It depends. It just depends. That was just because Clyde can talk. That dude talked like for like 2 of the 2 hours was Clyde. We didn't even need to be here for the podcast.
You know, the stories and story. Like he carried us.
It was like
we just
story
sat
after
there.
story
gotcha.
after story. Dude,
Yeah.
I love your shirt. Flawless. That's a nice
I'm
shirt.
actually quite yeah. Fun fact about the short. Never had a Nintendo 64.
Saying,
That was my first
go by my friend's house to play it. But I just like retro shirts and stuff.
That was my first console. Literally, a
Really?
N64. I
wow,
saved
you
all.
made me feel old, man. My first was an NES, man.
Well, I've never played the NES. If
Dang.
that makes you feel even
Well,
older.
I got like 10 years on you, so like
That's true.
makes sense.
I'm 28.
yeah,
so-
I'll be 38. So yeah, I
You're
got
10
Oh,
years
gotcha.
old.
And I'm right in the middle. I'm 32.
Nice.
All right. So so this is the Destiny Nerds, guys. So our format, Flawless, is usually the first portion of the podcast is all about you. So
Yeah, we
what
want to
we'll
know
do
about
is-
you.
Yeah, so like we know you make funny TikToks again. Like I just found out about this guy. Like no offense, like everyone else in the world, like a week ago. Like if you haven't seen the retweets on Twitter of his TikToks, hilarious, and he's, I mean, he's just building from that. So like check out, just go on Twitter. Exclamation point guest. You see all his important links. Check his stuff out. But so basically what we do is you talk about your journey of Destiny, your career, when it started for you, like when you first started, your first starting, what all began for you.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
As a content creator, building all the way up to this point in time. So like this first portion's all you, buddy. So talk away.
Yeah.
And then we got questions
So-
after that because we
Yeah,
want
we got
to know
questions.
some stuff. I got some questions to ask your extra characters
okay.
as
All
well
right.
too.
You put me on the hot seat. All right, I got it.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure my journey starts just like most people in the Destiny community. I've been with Destiny since D1. I kind of heard about it, and it was like, oh, it's the people that make Halo. That's cool. And I didn't have a PS4 at the time, but then I finally got one, and then I was over visiting my brother, and he's like, yo, you got to check this out, man. It's, it's from the people that make Halo. And I was like, all right, I'll play it. So I was standing there playing it in his room. I made a Warlock at first because I didn't know any better. And
Okay. All right, we're gonna stop it right here. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good night. All right, go on.
Not to hate on Warlocks. Don't worry. My hatred for Titans is more than my hatred for Warlocks. So, but then I've come to find out Hunters had capes, and then I've been a Hunter main ever since. And just killing that first spider in the ED, not the EDZ, the EDZ. No, not the EDZ. Cosmodrome. I'm thinking about D2. Cosmodrome. It just got me hooked. So I've been loving Destiny ever since. I've been real close to like the Twitch side of it, the YouTubers, and just I've always been like a lurker. Just kind of lurked in a lot of channels, spoke up here and there. But only recently have I started creating content. Actually, we're on the 28th, I think it is. I will make a year of streaming on Twitch.
Oh, nice.
Right on.
So yeah, I've only been at this for a year, but I've always been, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've always been like a little bit of a performer.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I've got questions about that too, but keep going.
So I kind of just found a platform. I was kind of making my way, just grinding out low viewers, and then I got hit with a nice raid from actually CWG, Dope Homie, got affiliate. And then I saw a tweet from Anubis, and a lot of people know Anubis, and he was like, yo, make your go live tweets more interesting. That way people won't just ignore it when they see the same thing every time. I was like, okay, I can do interesting. And then we started making videos, and people liked it. So, and then people kept saying, oh, you got to get a TikTok. You got to get a TikTok. I was like, all right, I don't know. Then I finally did one. And then it kind of just took off. Dr. Lupo commented on it, and a bunch of big names liked it and shared it, and so people were like, "Yo, keep doing these." So I don't think I've missed a day. I think I've been doing them like every day since then. And then here we are.
Here we are. So
have you peaked?
Yeah,
I've
loved watching it.
It's all downhill from here.
Does it make you mad that? I mean, I'm not saying that you're other, because dude, I love all your character, like the characters and like all those going live things. And I know, have any of those got the like traction that any of these Destiny videos you posted recently that like?
No. So here's what my theory on that, and I don't know if you noticed, but the past few videos I've kind of worked some of the characters into them.
Yeah.
But at the time when I had like maybe a couple hundred people following me, those videos would get 1,000, 2,000 views. So I was like, oh man, this is awesome.
Yeah.
But now it's just, I've put more time in, a few more people know my name. So now I feel like that's the reason these new videos are doing so well. But I've been kind of sprinkling in the Flawless family here and there.
Yeah, you gotta keep doing that.
Yeah. So I don't want to give that up, because that's, a lot of those characters represent my personality. So just, you're definitely going to be hearing from them.
Heck
all right.
Yeah.
So my questions are, one, so you said you're almost at a year at content creating.
Mm-hmm.
So what made you decide to dip your toe in content? Like, who inspired you to try? Like, anyone tell you, like, dude, you'd be hilarious if you did this, or what got you into doing content creating in general?
Believe it or not, no one really was like pushing me to do it. It's something that I've always like wanted to do, but just for whatever reason, I told myself I couldn't do it, didn't have the time, whatever, or that I wouldn't be good at it for whatever reason. But then, around this time last year, I'm sitting at home, can't go to work, can't go outside, got nothing to do. And I'm like, let's try this whole Twitch thing out. So it's a quarantine. It's a story of quarantine.
Yeah.
Thanks, COVID.
Yeah.
No.
COVID has brought me my success.
Oh God.
But yeah, I was just sitting at home with nothing to do.
That is so. Luke mentioned he loves your performances and stuff like that. And like, do you have any performance backgrounds? Like in school, did you think like drama, like anything, any acting, anything like that prior?
I was a tree one time in a school play, and that's about it. And I wasn't happy with that role. Just for the record, I felt like I should have been the lead. I don't even remember what play it was. It might have been like, Little Mermaid or something, like an underwater tree.
An
It was something
underwater
random, and I was
tree?
like- and I just remember I've held that salt for all these years
Salt
of
from the
not
sea.
getting, of not being more than a tree in whatever that play was. I remember it. A Little Mermaid tree. It was random. It was like an underwater tree or something. It was like, oh, let's find something for him to do so he's not left out. So let's make him a tree. There's no trees underwater. He won't know.
So with you, I guess we'll just say you kind of blew up for like this past week and everything. Like, how you handling it? Like you're getting like more set of
Let's
eyeballs
say
on
you
you
got a
now.
lot of followers
yeah,
on Twitter really fast.
Yeah, you jumped. You just rocketed.
It's fun.
Like,
It's fun, man.
How's the ride so far?
It's fun. It feels good when something like that happens as a result of work, because I do put a lot of work and effort into these videos. I don't want to just put out something that's not quality.
Yeah.
So when people see it and like it and retweet it, and you start getting a bunch of followers, it feels good because it's I know how much work I put in on my end of it, and it's just a good feeling. But I will always be the same goofball. So whatever comes, if we continue this rise or if we plateau or if we fall, I'm still going to be the same guy. So it's been fun. I'm just riding the wave, enjoying it while it lasts, focusing on putting out good content, good vibes, celebrating dubs and other people's dubs. That's one thing that I like to do.
Yeah.
I like to retweet when people share something, a success of theirs. So it's just been a fun ride.
Heck yeah, dude. I love it. I love seeing it in people in the chat right now. If you're listening to this later, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But people in the chat are talking about how they saw this guy. And I saw the same thing. When you see somebody work really hard for a really long time and like it's very authentic, and then it finally this usually happens with a lot of people that are good content creators that get discovered. They work really hard and their content is really good all the way through. And then something pops off for them. They get into the right algorithm or whatever happens and it gets in the front of the right eyes and boom, it pops off, which is so cool. I love when that happens. So I've been pumped to see that happen for you because I don't know. I've been following you for a long time. I don't remember. I think I saw one of your going live videos. That's probably when I first found you and I was like, this is hilarious.
We've been mutuals for a good bit. Yep.
And I was like, this guy is really funny. Like, I love it because it's so creative. Because I'm a full-time filmmaker, so I respect and understand like the art of having to edit and film something like that. Especially you, like that. That's like takes people probably don't understand how much time. Even if you're just doing that on your phone and like editing after, like that's still a lot of effort and work and thought.
Yeah,
the creative process is hard.
Out fairly recently for a 1 to maybe 2 minute video. That's at least 3 to 4 hours of work for me between shooting and editing and reshooting if I don't like it, because I don't want to put it out if it's bad. So it's for those 60 seconds, man, that's I'm putting a lot into those 60
and you're
seconds.
Filming yourself in different outfits. Like that's a lot of effort. Costume changes. Like, I mean, does anyone ever help you with those videos, or do you lone wolf it? Are you solo?
I'm solo. Well, it's probably my favorite video. It's one of my earlier. It's the first video of mine, or first anything of mine to get 100 likes. And it's the Rocky video where I'm running around New Orleans and I run up the steps and then you get the big heroic Rocky shot.
Yeah. And
it kind of just circles around me. So I had help with that one. My wife actually was the camera person on that one.
Heck yeah.
And that was one take. She nailed it the first take. I was like, oh man, let's go. And other than that, I'm the whole production crew. You're looking at it.
Awesome. What do you edit with? Like, what do you shoot and edit with? I've been wondering this. I don't know if it's a secret, but
no, I have two phones. I have an Apple and an Android. And recently for the TikToks, I've been using my iPhone, but most every other thing, I like to use my Android because it's easy to upload and get it to my software that I do the editing with. I use the Wonder. It's no big secret. It's Wondershare.
Okay.
It's really good software. I think it's like $40 for like a year's worth, and it's got basically everything you ever need to make a good video. And that's it. Cell phone, a little. Where is it? I got my little doohickey here.
Heck yes.
That's it.
It's all so like and this isn't a filmmaking podcast, but part of my favorite, like one of the things I preach the most to like beginning filmmakers or content creators or whoever is like gear doesn't necessarily matter in a lot of circumstances, because you can make insanely good content and stories with your phone, like literally.
Yeah,
with your phone.
these cameras are awesome on these phones, man.
Exactly. Like, it looks
you make
good.
stuff.
And the content, the story that you're building out of those is just so funny and unique, and it's awesome. I love it. So let me ask this. I wanted to ask this question. How did you come up with your name, D Flawless? Does it have anything to do with what you do for a living?
It does. It has everything to do with what I do for a living. So, my real name starts with a D, so that's convenient, right?
Yeah.
But I also have worked with diamonds for like the past 15 years, as a diamond retail sales. So if you know anything about diamonds, the best, most rarest, most valuable diamond you can find, it has a color grade of D and a clarity grade of flawless. It's like a perfect diamond. And my name starts with a D. So it was a nickname that I kind of gave myself at work.
Yeah.
Because I was younger and I thought it was cool to give myself a nickname for like whenever I made a big sale, I'd be like, yeah, I'm D Flawless.
Heck yeah.
And the name just kind of stuck. Like my manager started calling me that, and it just kind of stuck. And then I'm sitting here thinking about what would be a cool gamer tag. And I was like, D Flawless actually sounds pretty cool. I thought, at least. And so I've just been D Flawless.
That's amazing.
For a long time.
That's cool. I love whenever it's a name that like actually wasn't just like I just came up with it for streaming. It was like actually something that was a part of your life. That's
like people would call me before I ever started my Twitch channel. People would, people that I worked with would call me D Flawless, kind of like tongue in cheek. Oh, what's up, D? You sold something today, D Flawless? I was like, yeah, I sold something, and then I made it my gamer tag.
That's amazing.
Hey, at least you didn't start out with like no scope 369.
Yeah, Booty 7.
Yep. Well, all right. So yeah, a lot of those questions were answered. I was going to ask about your name and the whole Diamond Gang thing, and yeah, makes sense now.
The Diamond Club.
Yeah, so we're all about this. The Diamond Club. We're we love diamonds.
Yeah, that kind of just synchronizes with everything that you got going on. So good branding. Way to go. So we talked about your Destiny journey. So again, I don't know much about you. Are you more of the PvP side of things? Or are you more of the PvE? Are you a jack of all trades, but master of none? Like, what do you consider yourself?
Yeah. I'd go with the jack of all, master of none. I like a little bit of everything. I probably spend more time in PvP. That's because I'm not particularly like a grinder.
Okay.
Shut up, Gray. Gray's in chat saying I'm an Apex main.
You have been playing some Apex lately.
So I love everything. I've actually, if you would have asked me like a year ago, I probably would have said I'm a PvP main, just because I spent so much time in PvP. But more recently, with streaming and everything, I've been doing raids, nightfalls, helping out here and there. Got a couple Sherpa runs. So I just like to mix it up, keep it fresh, do a little bit of everything. I do also play Apex here and there, but I'm not an Apex main. I just dabble.
Just
dabbles.
Yeah.
You got some dubs though.
Yeah. We're getting better. I like improving too, so that's what's fun. If there's ever something in a game that I can get better at, you'll probably see me trying to get better at that thing.
That's awesome. Do you play on mouse, keyboard, or controller? I like to ask this. I'm not going to judge.
Man, you throwing the heat. Jeez. All right. I do both. So I'm new. I've had my computer for probably 2 years, and before that I've been strictly console. So I've been waffling back and forth between trying to commit to mouse and keyboard and going where it's comfortable and things feel good on controller. So as of right now, I'm back on controller, but I have been doing more practice with mouse and keyboard.
Heck yeah. I'm controller because I just got a PC a year ago, and I edit all day on a mouse keyboard, and my keybinds are like, I know what they are for editing, but I've been trying to play MNK for the past 6 months, and I just gave up. I was like, bro, I can't do this.
And I'm in a weird spot where because I've been practicing on mouse and keyboard, I go back to controller, and it's like a little bit of an adjustment period. But I just got to full commit to something. I don't know. Honestly, I'll probably stay with controller because I think until I get my new PC, which I don't know when that'll be, I'm going to be playing on the new consoles. So I'll probably just main controller so I don't have to switch my brain as often, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. That's like I was trying to I was trying really hard to I wanted to be good at mouse and keyboard because it looks fun to be good at. Like I watch people play with it and it's like
Right.
it looks like butter, you know? It like looks a lot, it looks like it's part of them. And
It's definitely a good feeling when you make a play on mouse and keyboard. Can confirm.
and I'm like, oh, this is great, but like I just didn't have enough time. I only play like 2-3 hours like 3 to 4 times a week, and I just every time I'd get into it, I just was impatient. I'm like, I want to be as good as I was on controller now.
Yes. That's the feeling. It's like you miss a shot and you're like, I know I would have made that shot if I was on control.
Yeah,
And then it's just like,
exactly. Sorry, that's super off topic. I just wanted to know.
Oh, no.
I always like to know what everybody uses.
Topic.
Um,
Well, so our main topic of the evening on the podcast is your perfect destiny, and this is also going to be interactive with chat as well. It's the first time we're actually doing that. So your perfect destiny. So we'll start with you, D. Your perfect destiny meaning like if you were to create destiny, what were the sort of things would you have in it that are not in it already? What would you remove that's already in it currently? I'm curious. People have these conversations, man. If Destiny had this, and if Destiny didn't have that, this would be the best Destiny. Like, what is your?
I think, that's tough because I really like Destiny. So like, I am not Assault. It's a great question. Like, I'm not Assault, but you know, it would be more quality of life things that I would change. I would look at stasis.
Yeah.
I would look at stasis. I don't think stasis needs to be removed. I think it needs to be toned, or tuned. There's a place for it, but it's definitely not in the right space now. But other than that, it would just be quality of life stuff. Like, you know, why do I have to have a million shaders? Like, why can't I just get one and apply all, or just have it in my inventory? You know, little stuff like that. The gunplay already feels amazing. I love the weapons, love the armor, love the classes. So it would be mostly quality of life for me. I can't think of anything major I would change or put in or take out.
What about you, Luke?
the perfect Destiny, like
That's the question.
I think mine's a little bit different than what most people would think. The perfect Destiny for me would be a few things.
More vault space.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, more vault space, infinite vault, no more,
Yes.
like infinite vault
Yes.
space.
That's my answer. Infinite vault space.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Didn't
Like,
steal yours.
Any vault space ever. But like when I first got Destiny, everyone's like, yeah, it's an open world game. You can go anywhere. So like we're at the tower and I'm like, I can go down in the city. So I just jump and you can't.
Yeah.
So I would
That'd
make
be kind of nice.
it'd be like an actual open world game where like there's no loading screens. You would fly. You could like load to a planet if you wanted to go slow, but I would love the option to like get in
Yeah, like
get in
almost like Breath of the Wild.
yes,
Sounds like other NPCs in the city.
yeah, like
stuff like that.
get in my the city down there has like playable space and like there's stuff happening down there, but then also
That'd be
I could
cool.
go get in my ship and fly to the moon, fly to wherever, and it's like not like a super long flight, or you could just click a button and it just made up you get there quicker, or basically like in Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, which was technically the first Tony Hawk game that was no loading screens. There was loading screens. The loading screens were like in between sections in the maps. You played through them, but that were technically loading the map on the other side. Something like that, I've always thought would make Destiny very much open world esque, I guess. Something where I can just go to a lot of places and never feel like I'm in menus. Because I don't like reading a lot of stuff. Like I understand all the Destiny stuff because I've played a long time, but I'm not super like when there's like a lot of things I have to go through and read and quests and this and that and that and this and this. I'm like, dude, I can't keep up with all this. I just want to be like in the game. And I feel like I spend half my time like at the tower or doing this or that, waiting to go figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. If I'm just flying from all these places, that'd be a whole new. But that, and then separate sandbox PvE PvP. I personally think that would be good because then I wouldn't have to hear anyone whine about it constantly. And then also I would
introduce that now. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. So they're starting to bring that in, but also because playing against Stasis would be better at this point because they would have tuned it all the way down to where it was all equal at this point if it was a separate sandbox. So stuff like that would make it fun. But yeah, you're right though. In all reality, and Gamer Girl Grey took it from me before I even got to say it, is if I just had infinite vault space, I'd be fine. And more slots on my character. Like instead of only having, what is it, like 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, I think it's 8 weapons and things you can hold. I wish you could hold like 50 things. I'm a hoarder, bro. I keep everything.
Like put the vault on your character where you could just put on whatever you want to put on at any time. Just
man. So for me, it's a lot. So like ship battles would be number 1 on my list. We have these ships that we have. Some of them are badass looking. Some of them are dookie. But ship battles, man. Like, why can't we have like a raid where one portion of the raid you have to jump into your ship and do a 6-man like battle against some like fleet or something? That'd be kind of neat. That's one. Vault space, I agree. The slots on each portion of your character, like, I get that. I don't like seeing clutter, so having like I can't have a bunch of weapons on my guy. Like that's why I got dim for, so I don't have to do that. Just click and drop. Yeah, bring back SRL. Why? Come on, Bungie. Like, people want it. SRL. And I know why they cut it. It costs money for such a thing. SRL. First and foremost, able to walk around in the last city, be kind of nice as well. Like, I like MMORPGs like Final Fantasy 14 and stuff like that, where you go to
get
these different
sidewalk from people.
You know, just merchants and like all that. You know, just if they're trying to go MMO, that would be like awesome. Just walking around, having an in-game LFG, not this Gilded Gamers crap. The guiding game.
What?
Guide.
Is that still in the game?
Is it in there still? I think it is.
Like, why didn't they turn the farm into like an LFG spot? Like, that was an asset that was never used.
Bungie, hire this man.
Like, the farm would have been the perfect spot for an LFG spot. Like, why weren't they thinking of this? I don't know.
Ooh, that's true. Change the farm into like if you want an LFG for something, you go there and there's like options everywhere. That'd be sick.
An awesome idea, dude.
Like, I think someone mentioned like the raids. Like, why did they get rid of like back in D1 they had normal and hard raid, and they kind of sort of brought it back with the Leviathan at the beginning of D2, but they kind of just stepped away from that. I know they're trying to bring back like master difficulty, but like the wording, like they always keep changing the wording on things.
I wish they would just go normal, like normal mode, hard mode.
Normal hard, double drops on hard. Like, what? Don't break it. Don't. Why change something if it doesn't need fix? Like anything. Like it's annoying. Like, I'm really flustered with that. The separate sandboxes. We've been waiting for that. We're starting to see that a little bit. Like, I have a list, like so many things of My Perfect Destiny. Like, why not introduce new enemy types? We've had pretty much the same enemy types since the dawn of time. And we keep hearing about the Veil, which is the darkness, whatever. I guess that's going to be the new enemy type eventually when we meet them, maybe in the Witch Queen. But like, a new enemy type would be nice, not a repaint of it, then throwing like ice on them or whatever, you know.
Next is going to be Fire Fallen. Ooh.
Fire Fallen coming at you live.
More maps. I mean, more maps, especially for PvP. For you PvP guys, guys get the same
dedicated servers.
Dedicated servers. Like, there's no list. And I'm sure Bungo sees his lists all the time on the Reddit, on the Twitter, on anything. But like, I don't know, man. Like, My Perfect Destiny, because like I'm the same boat with you, D. Is like, when I heard about Destiny, like I never played Halo and stuff like that. My buddies had Xboxes, so I would play Halo with them when I would hang out with them. You know, to do little LAN parties and stuff like that. But I never had an Xbox, so never played Halo. So I saw Destiny. I'm like, Bungie. I'm like, really? Okay, those are the makers of Halo, and all that stuff. So like, that's what got me intrigued. And then the trailer when you saw, and it got you immersed. Like, all right, because I have an MMO background. I play like, Final Fantasy 11, Final Fantasy 14, Diablo, all that stuff. So I'm like, all right, first person shooters with an MMO, feel to it. I could get behind that. And like, I just and the shaders, like I miss my D1 shaders.
Yeah.
I'll miss my Dead Orbit shaders. Why couldn't I carry at least my shaders over? Did that get destroyed?
That's true. How did they destroy shaders? Where do they hide those at?
Like
That was the first thing the Cabal went for. They do not like shaders for some strange reason.
They should have had us fighting against them in the Red War, where they're just wearing glowhoo and stuff.
Take my weapons, but don't take my glowhoo and my cheddar white. Like, come on, man.
Ooh, an all black shader would
Super
be.
black. Oh, I love the super black shader.
A
Man.
matte black shader. Oh my goodness!
I
Just
need
give
that.
it to me now.
Give it to
Like,
me.
Just all
There's
black.
so many things in it, it just I love Destiny. Like I always say this, like if you saw my room right now, it looks like Destiny or Bungie threw up on my wall because I have Destiny stuff all over the place. And I just want to see a better Destiny, and we keep saying this as fans, like there's light at the end of the tunnel, light at the end of the tunnel. But when? So hopefully some of these things, even the little things that we talked about, they add something, So the chat, while we're chit-chatting, I want to read some of your guys's your perfect Destiny, because I saw a lot of you like I'm gonna go scroll through the chat.
Yeah, there's a lot of good ideas in chat.
Like so many things, like an SRL, like I
Where does the blue come from when I use Jacarina?
why did they take away horns from the sparrows?
Yes, give me my horn back, you cowards!
Like the little things that they took away, was it really necessary to take away? Like, think about that. Horns, was that breaking the game? Was that like making you like invincible? And I don't know. Like, yes, Maddox, we know anti-cheat, we get it,
Anti-cheat.
get it.
That's like
Man,
that's like a
anti-cheat.
no-brainer. We don't even have to say that. We all want an anti-cheat.
Like, and like, so segueing from that, I guess the news today, and I'm watching the Snyder Cut, by the way. Definitely highly
Oh,
recommend
I
it.
just finished it. It's so good.
It's so good.
That's actually why he was late today. He was finishing the
Yeah, you were
Snyder Cut.
finishing Snyder
Dang it, Luke, get it at the cult, man.
Hey, if that's the real case,
I wasn't expecting 4 hours.
if that's the real case, I forgive you. But yeah, so like I've seen my phone go off while I'm watching this. Like the Destiny servers are down. They're down. People are getting error codes. Like the sky is falling. So as much people bitch about the game, once that game's not working, it's the end of times. Like my phone lights up like a Christmas tree. Like the end is nigh. The end is nigh. So
I saw I forget who it was. I think it was somebody's like Twitter bio. It says I hate Destiny. It's my favorite game.
Isn't that it?
It's
That is-
so true. It's so
someone
true.
tweeted like maybe this is Bungie's way of messing with trials and not people allowing to play trials today. So let's like shut the whole server down so people can't blame us for taking it away.
It was the yeah.
Man,
I see I see one thing that Cyber said in chat that is actually probably never gonna happen, but I wish it would. Having an apartment. It says having an apartment in the last city that we can furnish. That would be so sweet.
That
would be awesome. Like,
oh my gosh!
turn it into like the
These
Sims.
people just
All right,
tweeting out their pictures of their living place.
a kitchen over here, invite people to chill.
Yeah.
That would be.
That's so dope. Now I'm upset that it's not in the game. Thank you for
That
making
would
me
be
upset.
pretty cool. Think about this. So think about this. That brings me an idea. Why can't we have a thing like that similar, where like the things that we defeated, like all these raid bosses, like having a little like a trophy room of
Their heads on your wall.
like the head of Oryx,
That would be dope.
or like the sword of Crota, right there. Things like
Good to
that.
know.
Showcasing like a little trophy room. Why can't we have things like that? I get like titles and all that stuff, but like seeing a physical like trophy of like you got your first completion on this day at this time with this fire team, like how when you play Destiny 2 for the first time, it showed your D1 accomplishments when you launched the game as a load screen. Why can't they have like little documentations of that? Like, okay, you defeated Crota at this time, with this team. Here's the trophy for that. That'd be pretty neat. So, I don't know.
I want
Those little things like
that.
that.
Give it all to me right now.
I want to show up how badass I am. Maddox, you do that all the time. I read your tweets. We know. So Luke,
Maddox is correct.
Maddox is cracked, but Maddox won't wear a title. He wants to show off how good he is, but he won't put a stinking title on. He says, he always says that I give him, he is the title. Maddox, let's just give your name a title. There it is right there. Titles, they're pointless. That's not true. I could have a whole podcast about why titles aren't pointless, because titles are pretty much the reason I continue to play Destiny.
I only have 3 titles, and those are by accident. I didn't chase them. I just did things, and it just popped up.
I played Destiny right now to finish titles. That is literally my motivational continuation during these I
literally only have 1 title in the game.
Which one is that?
Conqueror.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got that last season.
I have Arrivals, I have The Moments of Triumph, and I have... There was another one. I can't remember what it was, but it was one of the other easy ones to get during the season. But that's a good segue for this. So Grandmaster's Nightfall dropped this week. Anyone doing them? Really?
I can't because I'm not high enough power because I haven't played enough.
What about you, Flaw?
What's that?
Grandmaster Nightfalls. Touched them?
I'm not high enough.
I want to do them really bad.
I would love to have flawless title because of branding, but
yeah,
I need somebody to take me there.
That's a tough one. I got it once, so now I'm working on. So like, if you got it once, now the only thing you have to do is get 10 wins on each card. So I've just been working on that slowly, so that I don't have to do it I'm not gonna guild it, but that would be perfect. I think that we need to tweet that. Like, yo, if there's something wrong in this world if D Flawless does not have the flawless title, and if it was gold, if you got it gilded, you had the gold really flawless title.
If he doesn't,
yeah, are you really? Yeah. Yeah, we need to do that. I love titles, but I'm working on it's the same with Conquer. It's not finished right now, but if you finished them in the past, all you have to do is you have to just do each subclass to get the Conquer seal. So I'm just trying to get them all so they're all done, because I have every seal except for one seal. It's the Chronicler seal, because I missed the lore book that was still in rotation by like 2 weeks. So that's kind of stinks. But I'm I'm like what you call like I'm like a kind of completionist. I don't need to finish every triumph.
You're not Teddy completionist.
I'm not like Teddy. Yeah, Teddy's like a whole new level of completionist. I'm like, I want to show that I'm like, hey, Allie, wife, I know I played this game for 2,000 hours, but look, I got these sick titles.
Look at me.
It's these sick words right above my name. Maddox says flawless. Let me recov it for you. $1 million. Oh, is that how much it costs?
$1 million.
Only $1 million.
I don't like. I know he's kind of joking, but I don't like. I wouldn't. This, not to get into recovs, but I would never pay for a recov. I want to earn my stuff. If I can't earn it myself, I don't want it.
I respect that.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I just don't trust people.
I see both sides of it, but that's because I've had my friends do things for me when I was too busy, so I can't really comment.
Yeah. No. So if it's something like that, hey, can you go pick this up for me, or
something? Zur has this high stat roll. This exactly.
That's different.
Yeah.
But a title. I don't want to. Who'd you pay for a title? Nah, man. I got. I earned this. I don't want to be flexing something I didn't earn. That's weak sauce.
That is. I agree. I have FOMO like there's no tomorrow. So like I could be like working 97 hours in a week and have 1 minute to play Destiny. I'll be like, bro, dude, Maddox, get on my account and go get this thing for me. Like that's me.
But to kind of go back to the what you said, your conversation with Maddox, like that's. But the fact that people can just pay somebody to get a title for them kind of does make the title pointless. But it's not pointless to the people who are out here earning the titles.
Yeah.
Like that's something that they put in the work for. So I see both sides of it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes, sir.
So what are you guys doing? So like I haven't really been. I mean, I jump on Destiny maybe these days now, like once a week, if that. So And Luke, you've been busy, obviously playing GTA.
No, I was one night I played
doing
GTA
shit for
4.
Pokemon.
I played GTA 4 one night because I was bored. Now everybody's like, "You a GTA 4 streamer now?" Like 4, not
So
5.
so we'll start with Flawless. So like, you're playing Destiny. What are you, like any goals for this season? Are you just playing just to play as like a checklist to do things, or like
You know, I'm
what is
just
your purpose to still play right now?
checking out the new season, getting whatever new drops. Leveling up the same old Destiny grind. I wouldn't say I'm playing for anything specifically. I play because I just like Destiny.
Yeah.
It's fun to play. I like hopping in PvP once I have all my weeklies done. I do want to get I do want to get to Grandmaster level by next week. I think is
Yeah.
Palindrome next week for Grandmaster.
I'm not entirely
I
sure.
hope so. I hope so
I
because
just
I
want
want
to
to
be
be there
prepared
too.
for that. But yeah, I'm just kind of playing just to play. I'm not really chasing anything in particular. I couldn't tell you what's going on with the seasonal story. I just kind of log in and do
That's
what
the
I
only
do.
thing
And
I'm
then
paying attention to is the lore and the story. Like honestly, that's why I log in. I do the quick thing for like the advance of the story, and that's really all I do. That's it.
I just watch a Bife video. Like he'll Bife will tell me the lore and he'll do a great job because I won't be paying it. I'll be looking at chat. Like I won't, at least if I'm listening to Bife, like he's talking to me.
Yeah,
You know.
that's true. That's very
Fair
true. That's very true. He might make it even better than it happened in game.
Yeah. That silky voice.
Oh yeah, that silky voice.
So Luke, you have anything else to add?
I have a question. Well, not about Destiny. I don't have anything to add about Destiny. Like I'm in the same boat. Like I play Destiny. I guess don't get me wrong. I said I play it mainly for the titles is like my motivation, but my friends are what keep me there. Like playing it with my buddies.
The real end game is friendship.
Yeah, it is.
Friend game.
I love PvP. I love trying to get better at it. I'm not even close to like god tier or like even like someone
You're no
that's
Grenadier Jake. We get it.
yeah, I wish I was. I look up to him because he's a controller boy. But I like getting
is.
better at PvP. I think it's fun. So like that part of it is fun to like play just because you're getting better as you're playing. I like to get better at stuff when I'm investing time. And then also just like playing stuff with friends, seeing people get stuff for the first time, which doesn't happen super often these days because a lot of people I play with are just like veterans because, it's tough. But every once in a while when you get a new friend who gets hooked and then they get to the point where they're ready to raid for the first time, it's so fun to bring someone new through a raid and watch them experience it and see like their sensory overload because they've never played anything where 6 people have to talk at the same time while trying to finish something. It's such a cool experience. That's kind of why I stick to it. But what I wanted to know is I want to know about the Flawless family and how you created it and why and the different dynamics between each of your characters because it's so unique and I want to hear more about the Flawless family.
Hang on, give me one second. I got to plug in my headset. 1 second.
Okay.
Let's see. All right. Flawless family. Yeah, so kind of like I mentioned before, they're all they kind of just come from, real family members that I have and then also just like different aspects of my personality.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, like Showtime, he's kind of a diva. He's a performer. He's got a big ego. So he was like the introduction to the Flawless family. He's the first character that I just kind of came up with off the cuff. So he's fun to just kind of play around with being a diva and a performer, singing and all that. And then I think Auntie came after Showtime. She's like my she's based on a lot of real family members that I have. I have an aunt that's almost exactly like Auntie Flawless.
That's
so
awesome.
like I'm just like imitating her, like just always annoyed, just just no patience for anything, just like ready to fight, just like just so she's fun to kind of play around with. And then Uncle's my goofy side, my fun side, just wants to party all the time. And then there's like your little side characters like Coach and Sensei and all. So it's mostly just because I'm a weird individual and I have a lot of different personalities floating around in my head. But yeah, I mean that's kind of where they come from. Just a lot, inspiration strikes me. So who knows? We could be making new characters. anytime soon.
That's awesome. I would love. I know this is super random, but I've been opening Pokemon cards lately a bunch. I don't know if you've seen anything on Twitter about it, but
Yes.
bro, what if we made a video?
I saw your one with the all rare.
Yeah, the God pack. Dude, that's the first.
Pack?
That's the first
That
TikTok
was
video I've
sweet.
had any good views on, and all of the comments were saying it was fake. So then I had to make another. I had to ask my wife how on earth you replied to a comment with the video because I'm old. I feel like I'm not old, but I feel like I am when I'm on TikTok.
Boomer.
I'm like, how do I reply? They're telling me to reply to the video. What does that mean? So I did, and then people were still saying it was fake. I literally physically opened it, but it wasn't fake. Anyways, I would love we should talk about this, but seeing each of your characters open a Pokemon pack and like see what their kind of reactions would be to what Pokemon is. That'd be so random. It'd probably be random and off-brand, but we should collab on something like that.
He's giving
sometime.
you content. Just take it.
No, I'm not.
So,
That's probably not.
I've been having a lot of people hit me up, and I'm starting to feel so. Kind of go. One of the early questions, how am I taking it? But a lot more people are just like hitting me up with ideas and like, wanting to collab, and like I'm open to collab with anybody, but I just have to have the time.
Oh, of
And
course.
the idea, and the idea needs to be right. I'm not just gonna, hey, what if you sniff toes for a video? Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Like,
Just something random.
You might get
I love it. I love your positivity. I know that when I watch you and I see you online, like you bring like, I don't want to say it's like a family friendly vibe, but I know you do say stuff about being family friendly. Are you a family friendly streamer when you stream?
Yes.
Okay. So
I am a family friendly streamer. I do not swear, and Nightbot does not allow swear words in the chat. I am a
Awesome.
family friendly
I
streamer.
respect
Yep.
that. So I'm the same way. I have my thing set to 18 plus because my friends aren't family friendly, but and anyways, I love watching the way that your attitude and your aura, like the way that you act online and on your streams. It's like encouraging, just to be honest. I just wanted
Thank
to
you.
I know that I hadn't talked to you in person yet, so I wanted to share that here. I guess
Thank you.
in a public
That-
forum, but it's just how I
reason
feel.
for that is, and I appreciate. Nobody's life is perfect, right? So
Yeah.
nobody's smiling all the time in real life. No one's happy all the time. People have real issues. I have real issues just like everybody else. But video games are meant to be fun. All right. If you're playing a video game and you're not having fun, why are you playing?
Yeah.
So when people come in, I just want to provide a space where people can have fun, lay back, whether you want to chill and lurk or whether you want to be entertained with the crazy pop-ups that we have on the stream. We're going to do that. We're not going to be salty. If I've literally alt F4'd like a game when I felt like I was getting salty at the game and switched to a different game, like, because I don't want to put that out. Like, I want it to be a positive vibe. And if I can't make it a positive, I'll just end stream. I'll end early. So I do work very hard to make sure that when you come in, you can just feel the positivity. It's not fake. It's what I want out of gaming. So that's what I put out in my space that I'm able to put out. So
That's awesome. Well, you do a great job at it, and we need more people like that in the community and in the internet, basically, because the internet is very vile and there's a lot of just
thank you. Yeah.
nasty stuff. And
There's
nasty.
enough salt on the internet. You
Yeah.
don't need it from me.
No, I appreciate because I'm the same way. And Havoc will attest for this. Like I don't. Destiny could be the worst game ever, and I'd still play it and say that I like it. I'd be
It's
like,
true.
it's fun. I'm good.
It's like pizza, right? It's like, even when Destiny's like really bad, it's still pretty good.
Exactly. It's like eating Little Caesars. Hopefully that didn't offend either of you, but Little Caesars gives me diarrhea,
Hey,
but
Little
it's
Caesars
still
has gone a
good.
long way. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's awesome. Sweet. Yeah, no, there's not a lot like in the debt. Like, I don't know. I don't think anything good in the TWAB happened this week.
No, not really. Just Iron Banner's coming back next week. La-di-da.
New strike next week, right?
Yeah. Honestly, like the new strike. The new strike is dropping next week.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh
conclusion
yeah,
of what's going
that's
on.
gonna be fun.
So definitely I'll jump on for that to see where we're going with the attempted assassination on Zavala. Hashtag spoiler alert if you didn't know that already. So yeah, an assassination attempt was made on Zavala, if you didn't know. Obviously didn't go through, or else Twitter would have burned down by now.
Yeah.
Because I think Zavala as a character has come a long way ever since Cade. They got Cade has died. because a lot of people didn't like Zavala.
Don't remind me.
I'm sad about it.
I was never Team Cade. So
Wow.
Team Aldrin.
What?
Yeah, I never cared for Cade.
He had the best story. He had the best. Never mind. I'm not gonna argue about this.
Save that content for another episode. Anyway, so I feel like people like Zavala more, and I think it has to do with more of Lance Reddick on Twitter, posting more and more of Destiny content on his Twitter, which kind of helps with the people liking Zavala. If you guys don't follow Lance Reddick on Twitter, you need to. It's he's a Warlock main, which wow, who would have saw that one coming?
The Titan Vanguard.
Yeah.
Even the Titan Vanguard doesn't like Titans. That should tell you.
Like he tweets here and there, but anytime he does a Destiny related tweet, it just like goes crazy.
Yeah.
That's
So,
true.
like,
It does. People
I
get
think,
mind blown.
Yeah, I think now people like Zavala because of how Lance Reddick is doing it on Twitter. So people want Zavala to stick around because, Nolan North can only do so many of the voice actors.
Right? He's like 80% of Destiny.
Yeah.
So, like, I mean, he saw him testing his chops as Drifter in that one part of Beyond Light.
Oh, yeah, the little imitation.
So, like, so he's taking all the jobs. So, like, yeah. So, like, definitely check out Lance Reddick if you guys haven't already on that. But yeah, so yeah, we're expected a new strike. The conclusion on that, hopefully.
There's a couple other things like
what?
they're adding a higher drop rate for Eyes of Tomorrow at this next reset.
I got 2 of them to drop when I did like my first 12 runs. I don't need it.
Some people have done like 90 and haven't got it, so I feel for
That
them.
sounds like their
Have you got it,
problem.
Flawless?
Yeah, I got it. I think it was like on run. So I benefited from only playing one class.
Heck yeah.
Because that was the bug. It would only drop per class or per
Yeah.
character or whatever. And I always played my hunter, so I got it after like, it might have been like run number 9 or 10 that I got it. So
There you go. Freaking hype. I only play as my hunter. I have a warlock and a titan, but I don't have time to play them, so I'm hunter for life. Even forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forever.
I'm a Warlock main, so that's no surprise. I rocked 3 Warlocks when Destiny 1 first dropped.
Yeah.
I rocked the 3
rocked
Warlocks.
3 hunters. For
I
all
had
of
3
Destiny.
hunters in Destiny 1.
Because it benefited you. You could power level fast because you
Right.
could actually.
I only made a Titan and Warlock when they changed it to where like you had to have the different characters.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I think I had 3 at the end. I had all of the characters all the way up until I realized it's more efficient because I like being efficient to have 3, and then I deleted my hunter, my Titan, my Warlock. And then the other thing is, and this I don't know for people that are listening, they're probably gonna be hyped about this. Reduced Arbalist aim assist, which I'm personally excited about because playing.
Do you
against-
even use Arbalist? I never use it.
No,
Ever.
but when you're playing Trials or Comp and you're getting beamed by Arbalist left and right, it is not fun. It's like
Give me a guess.
cheese. It's straight cheese, and it's something a lot of people are very angry about. But that's like the main stuff. Like nothing really crazy in this week's TWAB. That's why we wanted to just kind of talk about the perfect Destiny this week instead, which we did, and now it's got me.
Perfect Destiny, all black shader, infinite vault, and living
Infinite
spaces.
stacks, man. Like, why can I only carry like 250 spoils of war? Why can I have like infinite amount? Like
Just unlimited everything.
just like I don't get the stacks, man. Like I have like 14,000. What's the material called? Something material.
I'll tell you, that would be the main reason I would want Destiny 3 is for them to clean some of that up. I think a lot of that is like engine issues. They're maybe
I think that like
restrained
we
by
talked
their
about it
engine.
in previous episodes where since they announced an additional expansion after Lightfall, and they're going to end the Darkness saga after that. Like I would not be surprised if they're going to launch a Destiny 3 or however they're going to name it, and just a restructure of everything. Like they're like right now they're slowly working on that stuff right now in the background, while the live team is still working on the Darkness saga stuff right now for the next couple of years, and a full overhaul of a bunch of things. Like we need some freshness. Like I like Destiny, but like it it doesn't feel new. That's my problem,
Yeah.
and I miss that feeling of something new.
Yeah, at this point, we're like an old married couple with Destiny, where you still love each other, but it's like it's not really that exciting.
Right.
Got to spice it up somehow. Like give us more. Like
Hey, we got to
Maddox,
spice it up.
give us
Yeah.
more than 10 golf balls. That should bring life back.
Something at this point, because like I like Destiny, but like we need some fresh stuff, like some exciting stuff.
Yes.
Anything else, Luke, before we wrap
we
this up?
we never get questions in chat ever, and we always said if we got any, we'd answer them. And there's 2 questions here, so
All
let's
right.
answer these before we end tonight.
All right, answer the first one.
So the first one
What's the
says,
first
"What do you all?" JC Danger 92 asks, "What do you all think about the season of the plague that's trending in the community?"
Oh, so
I'm not familiar with that. What is the?
I don't know what that is.
people are wanting,
Is that
so
Siva?
people are wanting a Siva season.
Okay.
I wouldn't mind that.
I don't know.
Should I have the opposite take of you?
How's it fit? Like, this is strange to say, but finally, since Bungie's working on the storyline and everything, finally to make things make sense and how's that fit the narrative that's going on right now? I think that deviates from what's going on. What would Siva have to do with anything leading up to Witch Queen?
Yeah, I think it would have. I'd be cool with it if it made sense with the lore, because we already did all that Siva stuff already, and that's what made it special the first time, because we'd never heard of this new this Siva, like this mysterious thing that was just infected
It'd
fallen.
be cool, but like I'm a story guy. I like the story, the lore, and the things that the beats.
Mhm.
How would that fit the narrative going into like the Witch Queen? Because that's everything that's going into right now. Like I feel like it would feel like how Beyond Light is. The main portion of Beyond Light felt like a side story, whereas the season stuff feels like the main story, the beats leading up to Witch Queen.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. Like it's cool, yeah, but like
If it makes sense,
needed, not really.
fine, great. But I'm very easy to please. So if you just give me some stuff to do,
I'll do it.
if it doesn't make sense, I'll be like, hey, that's kind of
Chill.
weird. But
You're chill.
yeah, I'm a shill. I'm a sellout. I'm a shill.
He got some of the bungo community managers to follow him. Now he's
I'm
ready
on
to
the payroll. I've drank the Kool-Aid, all that stuff.
Does it taste good at least?
It's blueberry electric slide. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Who's better at Crucible, me or Luke?
Obviously, you, Maddox. Why would you even ask that question?
I can't answer that because I've only seen Luke play Crucible.
I'm probably better at sniping, if I'm being honest. I will say that. But also, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hot am I? You, Maddox? 1.
I mean, you saw him.
You gotta keep your
homies
homies humble, right?
Oh no, Maddox is pretty hot though.
I mean, you saw him in the flesh, Luke. So like, only
saw
you
him-
could
I
truly
saw him
answer
in
that. Did
person.
you give him a 1?
I've seen Luke's guns on Twitter, so
Oh,
Maddox,
no.
I'm gonna need a shirtless bird picture from you, and then we can really decide.
The family friendly, man.
Dude,
Wow.
I can't believe Allie posted that
I'm just
picture.
saying, we gotta make an even contest.
Everyone got to see my little tiny nipples on Twitter. I got little penny nips. Back on our honeymoon, I was in better shape then too, so I guess I'm not mad
I
about
think
it.
we were all in better shape at one point in time in our lives.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
I'm
Yeah.
a shape.
Did you say I'm A shape?
He's not wrong. We all,
Maddox, but for real, actually, Maddox is 10 out of 10. He knows that. You're a dime piece.
he
All
better
right.
be a 10 piece. He traveled like how many states to come
He told
see
me
us?
like 80 times,
16
16 hours. I drove 16 hours here to see. Oh man, I want to meet all of you guys in real life soon. Not this
He
year at
did.
GCX because it's not. I did. All right, we're gonna talk about this every single time. But
Well, don't say you want to meet everybody when you had your chance 20 feet away. I'm just
oh
saying.
my goodness, it's different. All right, I wasn't streaming. I didn't talk to people. I didn't have friends. Now,
Well, speaking of GCX, and we're going to end it on this. So, how do you feel about what they're doing with GCX this year? I mean, go with your honest, because I got my honest feelings about it, but I want to hear yours, Luke, because
I
you've
didn't.
been there.
I didn't have a 0% hope that they're having a conference. To be
Oh,
honest,
I knew that wasn't going to happen.
It's in the public eye. It's huge. It'd just be like
It's in Florida.
it
which
depends.
is, like,
Doesn't matter what side of the
our
spectrum. It doesn't matter what side of the spectrum of COVID someone lives on. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna look irresponsible if they do it.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
they weren't gonna do it for on a PR side of things. But
Yeah.
I think this is honestly a great idea. Like if it works well, like I think it's not like, I don't like that they're acting like it's some like you're gonna meet your friends. Like listen, we all met digitally, like on the internet already.
We
like
do that now.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Like we're in
That's not a selling point, but
no, but I do like the idea of if they are going to do like events and stuff there, if you want to come watch it, you can go watch it in this like room that they're like having built by the Unreal Engine. I do feel like that's a pretty cool idea, and it's cool just so that they still have something for people to like talk about and keep hype around GCX, because we need it to happen next year. And if you just skip it for a whole nother year, it's not going to have any more. I mean, it still has hype next year, but like there's nothing more special. Like also, Flawless, have you been to Guardian Con or any of those cons before?
I have not.
Okay, so there's
so I'm looking forward to it. You know,
Whereabouts are you in the United States right now?
I'm in Louisiana.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh, you're right.
You know,
Like,
it wouldn't have been too hard to go, but you know, stuff happened.
yes.
But I was kind of, I was kind of pumped the way they do it. Interesting to see how it plays out. I intend to get a ticket and go digitally, but I definitely would look forward to going to an actual event to like actually meet people, and kind of hug it out with the homies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, it's sweet in person. Because like I said
Yeah.
last weekend, I keep saying like I went and I didn't even stream yet. I didn't know anybody, like 0%. I went with JC Danger, who's actually in the chat with listening to this live. We went together. I technically met Havoc. I followed him on Twitter, and then he was at the event, but I didn't talk
He's
to
right
him.
next to me.
I was right next to him. I didn't talk to him.
Coffee shop.
I'm an idiot.
Just sitting there.
I just didn't have it in me. Now it would be a whole different story. Now I'm ready to go. Like it's gonna feel even better than the first time, because I'm gonna go and just. There's so many people I want to meet in person, give a hug and talk and get a drink and just do
Yeah.
anything. Like anything. It would make that event 50 times better, because I watched the people that got to do that, and they were having like the best time of their absolute life. Like it makes sense now to me why they were, because when I got there, I was like, ooh.
So my feelings are this. So I too knew there was no way they're going to have a live event. So, and being that they pretty much already announced there will be a live event next year, I'm going to go. Because if they were going to do a live event this year somehow, I wasn't going to go. So that's one thing. So that's one thing. As for the digital thing, I don't know, man. Like paying $55, $60 where some Joe Blow is going to pay that amount and stream
it should probably be free, to be honest, or cheaper, maybe $20.
Well, someone's going to buy it and stream it.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to miss out on any events they're going to show, because someone's going to stream it. You know it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Someone's going to show it somehow.
I wonder if they got people like prepared to like shut that down.
They'll go to YouTube. They'll go to there's another streaming service now called Glimish. They'll go to different streaming sites, and I mean it's the internet. People will find ways to do things.
Yeah.
If they don't have to. If they do it with pay-per-views, all that other stuff. So $55 price tag, man. Nah.
I read that as, because they do a lot of charity, so I read that as a portion of that would go to like the St. Jude.
Oh, if that's the case, yeah, take $100 from me.
Yeah, so that's why I didn't. No, I'm not saying that's what they said. That's just what because that's what every other event has been. That's just what I assumed. So I assumed that a portion of that would be going to St. Jude, which is why I have no problem paying it.
Way to make me sound like a dickhead now.
No, like you're.
No.
Havoc hates charity,
it's not
confirmed.
going to charity, then you're
Now
100% right.
this is gonna go out there. It's gonna get canceled, and all because Flawless over here is like, you know what? It's for
I'm
charity,
sorry.
probably, most likely, but you don't know. But it is. So
Oh, that's
Sorry.
Either way, they had to figure out how to do something. It was creative, and I hope that it goes well. Obviously, not going to be filming that because it's an event.
Yeah.
but-
So like, they ever get back to you about potentially doing it next year?
No,
Now?
to be honest, I don't think it's going to happen because the guy. So my lead, it could happen, but the lead.
You don't want it to happen. You want to hang out with people.
At this
you would
point,
actually wanna
at this
enjoy
point,
it.
I actually would probably say no, because so like
Got so much
so
going on
D,
right now.
whenever I was supposed to film this year's, they hired my company to do it, to go
No,
film.
you were
Like,
supposed to do it last
Oh,
year
really?
too, right?
yeah, we're supposed to do coverage of the event, like all like in-person coverage, because they have like a live video team, and I promise people that are listening, I'm not just bringing this up every week to like gloat about it. It's just
You gloat.
I was excited about it because I was trying to get into the field of video game stuff, but also still be a filmmaker. It's like a cool mix. But they hired us to come on, but the guy that my lead contact there, so like there's Rare Drop, and then they hired a company that like basically is a production company that does events, and then they contract out film people. So that company was going to do photos, and they were contracting my company to do video, just in person, separate from like the live video team. That's a whole other company. And they hired us to come, but then like all the way like we were like so excited because we were about to start dropping social media stuff, and we were planning like we were going to do all these sweet videos that I don't even know if it probably doesn't matter if I say it now, because they were like, if the company's not going to do it, but we were going to like do like videos on the big partnered stream, not partner streamers, but the partners of GCX. We're going to just do all of these. We're going to capture all of these sweet little like mini stories from all of these content creators about what St. Jude's means to them and like what the event means to them. And we were just going to be blasting that stuff on Twitter the whole entire time. It was going to be really fun, and I was pumped because I was going to get to meet like a lot of people I really look up to, but not only that, be like directing them in a film kind of thing.
Telling
But
them what to do.
it was going to be sick. I was like tired. I was so nervous about it. Like my stomach hurts kind of thinking about it, but it didn't happen, so it doesn't matter. But the company that was the one that hired us, they're not doing events anymore, so they're leaving that field. So they're trying to give it to us, but I haven't heard from Rare Drop because I don't think that's really on their radar right now. They don't really care about someone who's covering their next year's event. I'll probably talk with them about it eventually, but in all reality, I just want to go.
Probably after this one.
Yeah, I just want to go and just meet people. If I can get a content creator badge, like if I can at least get that out of it, then that'd be sweet, because you have to have like, to get the content creator badge, you have to have like crazy numbers, which you'll have at that point, flawless next year. Yeah, you have to have like either 50,000 subs on YouTube or like partnered on Twitch with whatever. It's like a certain amount of average viewers and 30,000 followers.
Channel partnered, man. I'm just saying.
Yeah, maybe we will be by then. You never know.
We just need Clyde every week.
It'd be sweet if this channel. It'd be sick if this channel got partnered before both of us.
I mean, we had Clyde in last week. We had like almost over 140 people.
That's true. Last week was
crazy.
Pretty nutty. I mean, I expected people to come see Clyde. That dude's awesome. But I'm glad people are here to see Flawless. Flawless is going to be on the content creator section because he will have 10 million followers on Twitch by next Guardian Con. I'm telling you, these videos keep making them.
Doing my thing, man.
Keep making them.
Doing my thing. So I took a break from, well, not took a break, but from making videos a while back because I put a lot of those efforts into the stream. So I don't know if you've been by the stream lately, but there's a lot of unique things that happen in the stream. So I'll be mixing that up. My Twitter profile says that I'm a entertainer because that's nothing against streamers, but I feel like I do something different than that. Like I act, I have these little skits, like it's more than streaming. So hopefully people like that and enjoy it.
I'm excited.
And decide to stick around.
I'm excited to watch the process because we want to have our guests on here back on in the future, but I'm excited to see this happen because I have a feel like you know how it is. You see the content creators, streamers, entertainers, the people that like make it. They're doing it because they're being them. They're being unique, and they're not like forcing it. And you're literally being unique and not forcing anything. You're just doing your thing, and people are liking it. Like you're gonna grow because of that now, and I think that's awesome. So I'm excited to see where you go from here.
Thank you.
And either way, I know you're gonna have fun in the process. So.
Yep, that's what it's all about. This was a hobby meant to have fun. If I'm able to make it a career, I would love to make it a career. But if it just stays what it is now, where people come in and have fun, then I'm fine with that too. So
That's the absolute best attitude to have. Seriously. I mean, I'm not a part of streamer, so I can't like really speak on that, but I think in general that is the best attitude to have with anything in life. Like,
yeah,
that's awesome because you're not so content with things that you're not going to push for goals and dreams, but at the same time, like you're just happy that you're alive.
People keep telling me what Maddox is. Better not forget when he's favorite. Like, that's so weird to me. What's so new and weird to me is, like, you know, I'm just me, right? So
Yeah.
I'll go into somebody's chat and say, hey, what's up? And then they'll like, oh, is that flaw? I'm like, yo, chill, man. Like,
stop it. You make me uncomfortable. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to keep happening, especially if you keep making videos like this that are getting 30,000, 50,000, 60,000, 80,000, 90,000 views. Like, that's a lot of eyes, bro. Like, that's how people get famous. So, sweet.
Yeah,
Sweet.
I like that fun. Yep.
Awesome.
All right, man. Well, that will wrap up this episode. But before we go, Flawless, this is your time to shine, to plug anything you have working, being your next video, stream, projects, anything. Feel free to let us know what's going on.
My name is D Flawless, family friendly entertainer, content creator. You can find me at twitch.tv/D_flawless. Twitter, where I post a lot of weird takes, and I post the TikTok videos. So Twitter is the D Flawless, TikTok is the D Flawless. And if you catch me in stream, you'll see some stuff you've never seen before, I'm pretty sure. So hope to see you. Hope to have you in the Diamond Club. And other than that, I'm just a goofball on the internet.
You're funny.
Right, well.
You're an awesome goofball. I'm super happy that we had you today. Seriously, thanks for joining us. It was fun, even though it was a crazy
if
start.
you have me back, if I haven't burned the bridge because I brought it down to the wire, I would love to be back.
Oh, we'll have you
Yeah,
back.
I promise.
Bro.
The wire.
Sometimes wire stuff's fun because it's like live TV, man. It was like I was doing. I put Streamlabs. I haven't done this before. I had to put Streamlabs in like studio mode, and I was editing the thing up here at the same time during it being live. So it was kind of fun. I'm gonna be honest, but
You're correct. You're correct.
but sweet. Havoc, where can we find you?
I
asked first.
Go ahead.
Okay, fine. You can find me on the internet. Just kidding.
But can you expect your next GTA stream, man?
So I don't know. Soon.
No.
Basically, where I'm at right now is I started a new thing called Pokemon Rip and Chips. We're doing them
Talk about that, man.
Yeah, we're doing them every
That's
Friday.
really cool. That's an awesome idea, dude.
Thank you. We're doing them every Friday. I love Pokemon. I've been opening them. It's very, 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 very hard for people to find Pokemon right now. And I wanted to find a way to get them into more people's hands. And there's a lot of people that just like to buy them, even if they can't find them. They just like to buy them online. So what we do is I have a store in my Discord. People can go in there. There's a link that links you to a place where you can pick packs. You buy the pack, and then I open the packs live on my stream, and then I mail them to the person that buys them. It's been super fun. We've done it for 2 weeks now. It's been a big success. I'm like literally out of packs 2 weeks in a row now. So that means I have to go out all week and grind to find retail stores to buy the stuff from, because it's hard.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. So
how'd you come up with that idea, dude?
it's not like a original idea. A lot of people do them on Facebook because I'm in a bunch of Facebook groups.
Oh, okay.
And for some reason, I was like, that's a stinking good idea to do on Twitch. I only see some people do it on Twitch, so I was like, I'll add that to my thing, because I obviously play Destiny. I stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and I play Destiny mainly, but I've been trying to figure out ways to mix things up. And like you said, I'm trying to be in that. I think people that are really successful as content creators are entertainers. They're not just like this person streaming a game for 8 hours that's not doing anything or being unique. So I'm trying to be unique. So that's my thing, as well as my life is crazy right now in general. So we have we just opened a studio, and I merged businesses with this one thing, and my church I work at's crazy. So just a lot of fun stuff happening in my life. And we just started wedding season yesterday. So things are going to get pretty nutty for the rest of the year for me.
Oh, I know all about that.
Yeah. But say you definitely know engagement season.
Yeah, our careers kind of intersect at some point. So
Yes.
I know what you mean. when you say that.
Exactly. So yeah.
Collab.
So yeah, you can find me. Yeah, collab. Yeah, we can make a.
If anyone needs a diamond, hit me up. I could ship you a diamond.
Heck yeah. I'll fly to Louisiana and I'll film a promo video for your diamond shop. It'll be sick.
Oh, that'd be awesome, dude.
It's gonna be the cheesiest thing ever.
We can make it so cheesy. It'll be with all your characters.
I love cheese, so
I love it.
I'm all for
Come
it.
here and make your dreams come.
We'll
come
shoot
true.
it in 4x3, make it look real old. That'd be awesome. Oh man. So yeah, you find me at twitch.tv/beardedluke Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday at around 11 p.m. EST. I'm a late boy, and stinking subscribe to me on YouTube if you want. YouTube.com/beardedluke. I put tech videos and Pokemon videos there. That's where my fun, that's where I get to be a little more creative. But yeah, Havoc, where can we find you?
Well, as this screen says, xhavoc83x over on Twitch. I'm doing a little bit more variety these days. I still play Destiny occasionally, more towards the weekend with my clan mates. But during the week, it's usually I've been doing a lot of WWE as of late. So that's been kind of fun and interesting at the same time. Before I was a Destiny streamer or content creator, I used to do a lot of WWE stuff way back in the day. So you could definitely, if you ever get curious on the YouTube, type in xhavoc83x and you'll see a crap ton of videos that I used to do. Some of them are cringe, some of them are not, but it's interesting. Other than that, currently, usually I have my camera up, but currently started our spring cleaning season, so rearranging the living room and stuff. My current setup, which is in my living room, is being moved into a different room because I like to have more room for my kids to play around, and having all this expensive stuff in the room, that's an accident waiting to happen. So we're moving the setup. So hopefully be back on camera maybe next week. Knock on wood. Other than that, that's basically it. What I have in the works, really. Just a lot of YouTube stuff. I've been posting content over on there, and then just doing the streaming stuff. So
Awesome.
yeah, xhavoc83x.
Heck yeah, dude. Sweet. All right. Well, that's another episode. Havoc, let them know where they can find this afterwards, and then we'll end this up.
Yeah, with every episode that we do, again, if you like to listen to podcasts on the go, like most people do, Luke uploads his bad boy up to Anchor, which distributes it to all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Google Music, etc. So if you like to listen on the go, I will usually tweet out the link once it goes live over on our Twitter, the Destiny Nerds. If you like to watch the VOD, if you happen to miss the live portion of the show, we do upload this portion of the VOD over to our YouTube channel, again, the Destiny Nerds. So yeah, again, we'll be back next week with a guest. We'll keep that on the down low on who it is. But in the meantime, again, thank you for everyone. D-Flawless, again, thank you.
Thank you.
You've been interesting tonight. We'll say that.
I loved it. I loved every minute of this.
Until next time, guys, thank you for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next week.
We love you, nerds. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.